My name's Wire Guitars. I'm a small community streamer and I like to make Dota 2 videos on occasion. Today I want to show you guys how to jungle Invoker. And that's correct, you heard me, I said jungle Invoker. This works best on the Radiant side, but you can do it on the Dire side too if you feel like your mouse is up to the challenge. And if you're also willing to make a few adjustments to the jungle. But we're going to be showing it on the Radiant side. So what you want to do is start the most balanced item in the entire game right now, the Iron Talon, and then literally start nothing else. I'm going to start Wex, you want to invoke EMP, and then go straight to the rune. And queue up phase boots, because that's what we're going to be buying first, and we're going to be making no pit stops. If you don't feel comfortable with this, or you're micro, I suggest buying a Tango to start. But I do feel comfortable with my micro, so I will not be buying a Tango to start. Also, if you're against a Bloodseeker or you're afraid of getting harassed in the jungle, I would recommend buying a Tango regardless of how comfortable you feel with your micro, because it's better safe than sorry, and quite honestly, this is a pretty fucking terrible thing to throw your team under the bus for, so why throw them under the bus more by sacrificing your life a bunch to a bounty hunter or a Bloodseeker? So I know I just called this style bad, but in all honesty, if you can get away with it, I would recommend doing this in your public games. This is how you gain MMR, man, in patch 6.86. As long as Iron Talon is going to be the way that Iron Talon is going to be, I would seriously recommend doing this if you can get away with it, because it is pretty ridiculous. I should have added a computer opponent, but that's besides the point. So you're going to be fighting over the rune. I expect you to throw out an EMP for it, so I'll throw one out, but I will not take the rune for science. So we're starting the game with 59% mana, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to go over here and we're going to cut these trees down. This tree down now, specifically, and we'll cut this tree down too. But I don't want to cut too many trees down. We'll cut this tree down too, why not? We'll cut this tree down too, why not? We just kind of want to make a little bit of a nest here, but we don't want to make it like sitting over here. And I'll show you why. Alright, so first camp spawn, we got pretty lucky. This is, we got debatably lucky. This camp does attack us, but it's also a nice camp that gets us to level 2 right away, so that's kind of cool. You don't need to hit level 2 right away with this build. You're a ranged hero, so you just kite, and use Iron Talon whenever it's off cooldown. Like that. Speeds up your jungle really quickly. Unfortunately, since you're a jungle invoker and not an actually good jungler, you might need to stack this camp if you are fearful of not hitting level 2 with it. If that makes sense. Basically, you do what I'm doing, and this is going to be kind of boring for you. I'm sorry, you're just going to sit here and watch me do this for a little bit. But you do what I'm doing, and if the camp is anything other than wolves or the satyr camp, you might want to stack that camp so you can keep cliff jungling. But that was not the case, so we're just going to do this. And this is what you're going to be doing for the next 14 minutes. You can min-max it by switching around your reagents constantly. I will be doing that to try to maximize my golden EXP per minute. I will be getting boots. Oh, crap! Okay, so I didn't actually, so this is screw up. I did not actually get myself a courier, which really sucks. We're gonna have to create a lion on the fly. But don't worry, I've got just the trick, boys. Can pause. Does this work? Nice. He's not gonna buy the courier. You need to get out of here, lion. I need to get my EXP. So we'll get that lion going back. Actually, I'm sorry. He already bought the courier, and the courier's on a cooldown. So, oh my god, my micro. And I wasted a little bit more mana, if you saw, on that EMP. So this is not ideal situations. I'm not going to redo the video, because YOLO, but not ideal, not ideal. So already you've got, I mean, I got that nice camp, but that kind of made up for it, the fact that I don't have my courier. Usually you're going to have your mid getting their bottle by now anyways, so I'm not too concerned about it. We'll see when he drops the courier. Okay, he doesn't drop it manually. So it's 2 minutes and 45 seconds in. Your mid should have their courier by now. We'll go ahead and get our boots going. I get boots right now just because I want to have the ability to kite. But I don't want to jack the courier too much from my team, so I will not be getting the courier again until... Oh, nice, we stacked. Until I get both of my blades of attack. So I do get Exort level 2 because the damage is nicer than the attack speed. But if I'm kiting a lot, I'll keep my reagents on Wex because the movement speed and the attack speed is really nice for kiting. But if you're just cliff jungling like this, you can go greedy and you can have your Exort points in for the bonus damage, because bonus damage, 10 bonus damage, which is like every point is giving you like 10 bonus damage. Actually, yeah, every point is giving you like 10 extra damage on Exort. Like 10 bonus damage is better than 10 bonus attack speed, but 10 bonus attack speed makes it so that you can kite easier, whereas 10 bonus damage you still have the same kind of screwy auto attack thing. So anyways, I was going to say on this camp I like to use an EMP to quicken up the camp a little bit, and you would have mana for an EMP right now if you weren't dumb like me and you didn't screw it up. But I think we stacked, which is good. Yep, we did. And it's always nice to stack camp so that you don't have to run from camp to camp. Switch Exort. We'll kite it a little bit there. Nice. And you'll see you shouldn't really be taking too much damage. It doesn't seem the quickest in the world, but hey, I mean, I'm level 4. It's 4 minutes in. And we're sitting pretty high. Fine. Again, if you don't feel too confident about your micro, don't sweat the whole buying a tango thing. It doesn't slow you down too much. And ultimately, would you rather buy a tango and live or not buy a tango and die? That's the way I look at it anyways. Maybe you guys can see it differently than me. Personally, the way that I see it, I'd rather buy a tango and live. So like I said, it's 5 minutes in now and we are getting our boots of speed. I mean, our face boots, and this is where the jungle shines. Pop it, pop your alacrity pretty much every time it's off cooldown. Dips down the camp. If you notice, you can min-max it if you really want to min-max it. Crap. I want to min-max this right here, but I don't want to have to worry about that freaking tree. If that tree's growing back, I assume that means, yep, rip, 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 rip. We're going to go over here and see what hard camp we got. Let's hope we got lucky. Nice. So, I mean, really, it's the same thing, guys. I don't know if you really want to see this, but it's pretty much the same thing. So from here on out, I'll try to micro in the background while talking about builds. What this build allows you to do, I guess, if you want to call it that, is it allows you to go into the jungle and get a phase boots plus Yule Scepter as soon as you can possibly conceive. Getting one, pretty much. You'll get more in a free lane, in a free farm lane environment, but if you're under, I guess, harass or threat of denying, then you wouldn't. And that's why I use, what's it called? EMP there. Speed it up just that little bit. Again, I would have more mana to use it if I hadn't used that EMP earlier. That would have been the EMP that I would have used. That would have been my first EMP and I would have been like around here. But it's okay. You can use about 1 or 2 EMPs tops before you have to be conservative and mindful of Alacrity's mana cost. Oops. Should have switched to Wex like that. Oops. And you can do this a lot better than I'm doing it, as you can clearly tell. But anyways. We back off. We'll get Yules going. There's some merit to getting your Yules components out as soon as you possibly can, but I wouldn't even bother. You're going to be using the courier 4 times if you try to do that, so just get it when you can. All at once, preferably, so you don't completely fuck over your team. If your team doesn't care, then go for it. You know, I'm always ecstatic when my team's letting me be a little bit greedier. Good shit. Profitable engagement indeed. Yep, you just keep kiting. I'm level 6 and 2 1/4. It's 8 minutes in. I think I'm at the same I wish I had spawned another hero on the enemy team so I could check. So now I like to keep it on Exort, pretty much, because the attack speed is enough. Oh, rip. And now you can start farming 3 camps in a minute, and this is where the jungle really, really shines. And if you don't believe me, let's just watch. We'll farm until 14 minutes. How does that sound? 14 minutes is a long enough video that it should be informative, but it's not too long, so you guys can't baby rage at me for having too long of a video to show something as simple as Jungle Invoker. Again, is this good is a question I'm sure I'm going to get, and I'll answer that question with the same question that, or with the same answer that I'll give you on the Terrorblade thing. It's good because this item is broken. That's the only reason it's good. Once this item gets nerfed, I expect this style to be terrible. But this is actually, like, I mean, we'll see, guys. We'll see just how good it is at 14 minutes in, right? Can start taking 4 camps, 3.5, I guess I should say. I'll just tank the camp a little bit here. Use your Wex to get to camps quicker. Never thought you'd say that or hear that said, I'm sure. Oh my god, and that's why I like to switch to Wex while I'm kiting. Oh my god. The attack speed, boys, the attack speed. See, I'm not usually an Exort Invoker player, so if you guys like to play Exort Invoker, you guys should love this. Because, boy, oh boy, does this deal with Exort's really shitty attack animation. You're all damage, except for when you don't want to be. The levels are actually pretty good too. Honest, like genuinely speaking here, the levels are pretty good. The way that you distribute your points is kind of seemingly bad at least, but you actually become like a really, really strong mid-game fighter. I don't know if you guys knew this, but when Invoker can get away with not putting points into Quas, he actually does a fuck ton of damage in fights. And I'm being serious. Let's speed up. Gotta go fast, gotta go fast. Camp to camp, boys, camp to camp. So yeah, it's no fancy tricks. You're just doing this. You're doing exactly what you thought it would be. And unless you didn't think it would be this. It's everything you ever thought it would be and more. Except not more. Back up a little bit. Points if you can stutter step. Like me, because I used to play StarCraft. Keepo. Alright. And again, you may wonder what the point of showing all this is, but I really just want to demonstrate how you kite with Invoker, because some camps may not seem as obvious. You may also argue, wow, Wired, you got really lucky, you didn't get Elder Trolls. Actually, Elder Trolls are fine for this style. I'm being serious. They don't have that. You outrange them by 200, and you can kite them pretty easily. I would love to see Elder Trolls right now, because they've got pretty low armor compared to like a fucking Ursa. Maybe. I don't know, I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me on that, that's not scientific. Run, 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 run. Yeah, boys, 3.5 camps. See, this guy has 4 armor. I don't think the Elder Trolls have any. Could be wrong about that, no. And I stacked the camp. Okay, good. Cool. Let's kill this creep first so we can level. Oh, no we can't. Okay, well then. It's okay, now we leveled. So yeah, on level 9, it's 12 minutes in. We're just going to farm for another minute and 30 seconds. You can get this much quicker. Well, not much quicker, but this can go a lot quicker if you do ferry out your items. Like I said, I don't like to because I don't want to be a huge dick to my team, but if the courier has some downtime, you may as well. And if you can ferry out that Staff of Wizardry, which gives you plus 10 damage, it's really, really good. Because plus 10 damage to your auto attacks when you're attacking like crack is really, really good. As I mentioned already, you can transition into like a little bit of a team fighter. Actually, a lot of bit of a team fighter. I'll show you when I get my value point in Quas. Because you just put out so much AoE damage because you have points in both of your AoEs, like your damage slash AoE. You have points in your Wex, which is travel time on your Tornado. It's, what else is it? I mean, you have EMP in case you need it. You've got a lot of damage. And you may say, well, what do you do with all that damage when your cooldown on Invoke is really short? Well, my friend, I'll show you. Or when your cooldown on Invoker is really long. What do you do with all that damage when your cooldown on Invoke is really long? That is what you say. And I'll show you exactly what you do. Come over here. Cast this bad boy. Speed up that crap. They're in about 4 camps. You get your point in Quas. You go and you heal up and you buy a TP. You look towards buying any other item that you would typically get on Quas or on Exort Invoker, only you don't have points in Quas. You don't worry about Forged Spirits, because fuck that ability. You worry about the fact that you can lift someone up, maybe throw an EMP on them, guarantee the EMP shot. Have you ever thrown somebody on Yules and guaranteed EMP them when EMP is actually leveled? Because that's really nice. You guarantee the EMP, it's really, really good. It's a lot easier, by the way, than doing it with Tornado, because Tornado has... It's just easier. It's lining things up with Yules is very easy as opposed to lining things up with your Tornado, because Yules has just kind of got that instant thing. But yeah, you can do that. You can do something like this, right? I don't have enough mana for it right now, but I'll show you in a second. Do I have it? No, I don't. Imagine I had enough mana right now to Yules as well. I don't have enough mana to Yules right now. You can lift him up, throw that on time, throw this on time. It's just insane damage. It steals all their mana. You got a lot of options. And so yeah, that's been 15 minutes of farming in the jungle with Invoker. My name's Wire Guitars. Thank you very much for watching.